today on, I FaceTime, my daughter and I were FaceTiming, and I said, Addison, are these boots too much for a Tuesday at work? And she said, absolutely not. And I said, you know what, you're right, because it's team meeting day. And I told him on Huddle today, it's one of my favorite days of the week, because it's the day that I get to see most of my people.
The only thing you're missing, I should have brought my.
I know, your glittery cowboy hat from Vegas. I know.
That would have been like.
That would have been perfect.
everything.
That would have been perfect.
Would have tied it all together.
Totally.
I love it.
I know. I wish I would have now. I totally blew it, but it's
Next
okay.
time, just-
Next time, I'll give you a jingle.
Where's my hat?
I'm gonna be speaking of hats, let's have some bucket fills,
I have
guys.
one.
Let's hear it.
So it's been a couple weeks since this happened, but Ken Averett has the most incredible little place down in St. George. He allowed me and got me a good price on staying overnight with a bunch of my girlfriends.
Oh,
And we just went down and like, it was grown-ups. And so that's my big, if you ever get a chance, you're down in St. George, want to go to St. George, call Ken. My one friend was walking around the whole place like, this is so cute. Who decorated this place? Oh, my house does look just like this.
Oh,
And I know, I said, I bet not Ken, but I don't know who. And
Ken is not taking any responsibility for the decorations, but
it's better that way. And the bed, oh my gosh.
are the beds
everyone
comfy?
slept
See, this is my
so-
biggest thing
so
with
good.
Airbnbs. You gotta have a good bed.
One of the girls was like trying to, I've got to find this out. She was trying to unzip and figure out what mattress it was. So she could buy one at home. So everything, hot tub, oh my gosh, right on the golf course, country club, right there.
So nice.
It was cool.
Yay, thanks,
So that's
Ken.
my bucket fill. And
Love it.
not thanks to Ken, but all the ladies in the morning got up and they like cleaned up the place and we all left. And I didn't have to ask anyone to do
Oh, they just
anything.
did it. That's the best part about vacationing with your girlfriends. Because listen, nobody's gonna, like, you're not gonna walk down in the middle of the night to get a drink and there's gonna be a sink full of dishes.
Right.
They're gonna be put away. The floor's gonna, like, the house is gonna be put to bed.
Yeah.
That's the best part of going.
Cleaned up, that was so intense.
Oh, listen. It's St. George, St. George, Tim.
You'll never understand.
Exactly. On a ladies trip, that's all there is. You don't need to know anything else.
It's a long day.
It was totally. I love that. Good bucket fill. Anybody else bucket fills? Mish.
I love when I call Sean, he will call back within the same day. I love that. I appreciate that. It makes a big difference. And yeah, like it's really cool.
That's not for everybody.
I feel special.
I want to fill Misha's bucket because she came into my office today and gave me the biggest hug and just like spread some love to me today. And I just love you. So I want to fill your bucket for that amazing hug I got today. Thank you. Anybody else? Bucket fills? Okay, wants and needs. What have we got, guys? Everything that I had sitting kind of went under contract, so that's a good thing for movement in the right direction. Ken?
I have a new listing in Marmalade District in Salt Lake. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, a cute little bungalow, $399 if you can believe it. Very clean, move-in ready. So that's a good one.
$399.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the Marmalade District is. That's how good much you're looking for.
Yeah.
But also it sounds so cute.
It is cute.
Each street's like the little Marmalade District. Sounds darling.
Yeah, they're redeveloping west of the capital.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it's just as you're first going into Salt Lake.
Kind of by Rose Park. Like that.
Yeah, east
But
of Rose
east.
Park.
East of Rose Park. Nice.
Super nice, Rusty.
East of
Really $99? Should we move there?
I live there.
Good deal. You live here? You told me you were scared to go for a walk together. Well, not really, but you said you were looking around like, should I be out after dark here?
Well, there's a good neighborhood and then it transitions into the bad.
Transitions into a bad neighborhood pretty quick.
So do you own?
Shorten your
you gotta
runs.
Buy this.
I read.
Okay, who else? New listings coming up, wants or needs?
So we have a new listing in Layton for $589. It's a 4-bedroom, 3 bath. Beautiful yard, completely redone inside, new paint, new floor, and new roof and new carpet.
Oh, nice. Great. Totally remodeled with new roof and everything. Awesome. That's how I'd be sure. All right, new upcoming listings, price reduction, Swanson needs. Let's hear it. Christie. Christie's ready.
Ready. Okay, price improvement on my North Ogden listing. That one's now at
Oh,
980.
yeah, I thought that was going to contract.
I thought it was the buyers backed out.
980.
That's at 980. I need that one on yesterday. It's one is open on fun. We have one on Jefferson. This one is also price approved to 455. 4 bed, 2 bath. That one's
Did you
great.
say 455?
455. 4 bed, 2 bath. Good size backyard.
Why are we not selling this one for Christie yet?
I don't know. The biggest feedback we got on that one is it's just right off the main road. It's right across from OPC.
Oh,
Literally right across. So that main road right there, people, so they love the house. They just love that right there. So we were just adjusting by price.
yep.
And then I have a condo in Bountiful, 2-bedroom, 2 bath. Super cute. 320. And then we have, an amazing property up in Deweyville.
Can the 321, sorry, Christie, can this one at 320 be rented?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Yes, it can.
I might have somebody for that one.
Okay, yes. And then we have one in Deweyville. It's on, 2 acres, 4,400 square feet, built in 2017. Has a 40 by 60 shop, an in-ground greenhouse, horse property. 1.15. Solar, completely paid for. Lots of upgrades.
And that one's 1.1.
1.150. 1.150000 on infinity. I don't know. So.
Wait, his Willer house still hasn't sold, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, just did a big price drop on this Willard's one.
$799, 5 bed, 4 bath, 4,600 square feet, built in 2020. He also has an off market for Far West. Right off the golf course, no HOA, 6 bed, 3 bath, Rambler, 3-car garage, Remuda golf course. Probably about 575.
Wow. Really?
It's super affordable.
Melissa also has one on here.
That feels like we're about 100 grand.
Yeah.
Off market, let's get it, guys. Who else has one?
Melissa has one in Clearfield for 509, 4 bed, 3.5 bath, RV parking in a fenced yard.
RV parking. Fenced yard. Nice. Anyone else?
My Riverside one, we just dropped 10,000, so we're at 665. It's a 7 bed, 4 bathroom, 0.7,
You told me Riverside.
just Tremont area.
Okay. And you, sorry, tell me the details again.
0.7, acreage,
Okay.
7.4.
Holy moly. Whoever you guys know that have a lot of kids. There you go. 3-car garage.
And then we have one out in Magna, so the other direction. 564, it's a 3-3, it's an unfinished basement.
564.
Are you sure it's Magna at that price?
It's red, Justin.
I was just checking.
It's built in 2022. The others? Okay, Justin, and then I saw Allison's hand.
I just listed my West Jordan house, it has an ADU for, so it's 635. 5 bed, 3.5 bathroom, 3,300 square feet. I just need someone that wants an ADU. And then I have an investor.
Let me say something really quick though about this,
Yes.
because I think that sometimes we forget about why we would want to have an ADU. So if you have somebody that qualifies, maybe like, I don't know, 500, 550-ish, and they want some help with the house payment, or they need to qualify higher, they get a really nice house and then they have a portion of the house that they can rent. We'll talk to your lender because they should be able to write off a good percentage of that rent against the mortgage, so it helps them qualify for more. That's why you should talk to people about ADUs.
So it's about
Great
80
way to help them pay.
about 80 grand, but they can qualify for more.
Yeah. Like, really, if someone qualified about 550, they could qualify for this house with the ADU.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then I have a Roy fixer upper. It's a 4-bedroom, 1 full bathroom, and a toilet.
so is that a fourth bathroom?
In the furnace room, laundry room, so like while you're doing your laundry,
You gotta go,
Like-
So then you
Who?
can't. wash your hands.
we just wash them in the laundry machine.
That makes sense.
just take them in the washing machine while it's going.
Yeah.
As long as it's a top loader, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, 325 or so.
Oh, that's.
It'll come on next week.
Love it. Allison, you raised your hand?
Yeah. I'll do mine first, and then I'm gonna do one for Brooke too.
Okay,
My West Point one, we finished the basement and dropped the price, so. We have 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, we're gonna be at 650.
that's awesome. And then Brooke,
And then Brooke has a Spanish Fork one. She is dropping to 340 or 344 today, I can't remember what. The little, it's 4-bedroom, 1 bath, but she really needs that one sold, she's on an active time clock with the other one, so we gotta get this one sold.
okay, awesome. She should maybe share that with the forum office too.
Yeah, I have Cameron working on. We're not-
Awesome. Shauna,
I have one in Lehigh. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Backs up to the Jordanelle River Parkway. 600.
I like it. Anybody else? Ron Jenke?
I have a bunch of new listings that, I would really love it if you guys would just go bring me a virus, so. This one in particular, it's coming on the market, I'm gonna probably flip the active switch either tonight or tomorrow. 1202 East, 2650 North in North Ogden. It is my absolute favorite flip that we've done. It's super cool, that's all I can say. It's better than super cute, beyond that.
It's super cool.
And then I have,
Wait, what's the price on the super cool?
Better
Better than Keith's house.
Yeah, that one is gonna be,
We love those things.
639.
Okay.
Then I have a Mountain Green property. I don't know if I've talked about this one before. It's up in that Whisper Ridge subdivision, which is super cool. It's, you guys know when you get off Mount or 89 or sorry, 84, it's literally, it has that really nice pond creek area with the thing you have to drive under. You guys know what I'm talking about? That's Whisper Ridge. Anyway, it's up there, 5,300 square feet, 6 beds, 5 baths. Beautiful, beautiful views. That one's 1,095,000.
Like
Yeah.
1095,
Yes.
Zero, zero.
Don't blame me.
okay,
Um,
got it.
and I have another one in Ogden on Goodell Drive, 318 Goodell Drive. This is all one level, huge 3-car garage, but it's a patio home, which you don't get that, it's not very common, 1384 square feet with 3 beds, 2 baths. Then this other one,
And how much is that one?
that one is, sorry, I'm going so fast. That one is 489. I did an open house on it this last weekend when I went by, and we got a lot of it. So,
Yeah, great house,
good price. Then I have one on Jackson, 3323 Jackson, 1740 square feet with 3 beds, 1 bath, and this one is super cheap.
Super cute. How much?
That one is 424 now.
So basically anything from 420 to a million, we've got you. Actually, guys, if you have a buyer anywhere between 320,000 and 1.15 million. We already have your listing. Why do you even need to go look at any of these? Just know these ones and sell price. And I'd be willing to bet every single one of these is gonna have a VAC on it. Just guessing.
I
Okay,
do
anybody,
take- On all my properties, I do take 3%.
anybody else?
Really wants.
I have a want.
Oh, let's hear it. Wants.
We want Plain City specifically. So if anybody has anything remotely close coming up in Plain City, they're looking for a larger lot. Like anybody is out of Plain City, I feel like. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Up to 5.5. I've been trying.
Yeah.
They wanna be in Plain City.
I was gonna say, will they go to Far West in Remuda?
It's potentially.
Cause this, guys, this is a pretty good price. I'll
Okay.
wait on that one. You weren't here. Wade has an
Yes.
off market.
Okay.
It's 575, but it's off market, so who knows what they're gonna have to get for it. And then just, yeah, it's in Remuda.
I have a want,
Justin has a lawn.
Mountain Green under 600.
Oh, you're cute.
Yeah. There are some up there. It doesn't even have to be cute, like.
There's lots up there. 500, under 600.
Fine, I'll go to 650.
No, you can pressure you. You never know when you're gonna find a unicorn.
You know what, I'm a little smart asses, there are some up there, I just don't want the competition because we get beat out. So I need ways to go up there.
Okay, I get it. Okay, anybody else?
How come nobody like attack you?
Who do we know?
For rentals, if I need rentals in Salt Lake City, who could I contact?
In Salt Lake City, so what I would do is drop it on our Facebook page, because I know a lot of agents have rentals, I just don't have any in Salt Lake City, I don't think you do, I don't think Sean does. But also, what I would maybe suggest is, I'm pretty sure that the KW Utah office has a property management branch. So I'll send you Robin's phone number, and you could reach out to her, and she could get you in touch with their property management branch. Okay, anybody else? Some upcoming things, we've got tech training today and today only. Warren and Bradley, you guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, today we're going over your referral network. So if you want to learn how to set that up, if you haven't yet, today is the time to come in.
Awesome. Tuesday at 5 p.m. tonight is Capture More Leads with Jessica and Troy Callentine. I'm excited about that one, 5 p.m. Wednesday, we're doing Bites and Insights, a little bit about what this is about. So we're going to talk about, we've got a panel of some top agents in our office who are going to be talking about some common objections that they handle as part of their buyer presentation. So we've got Marsha, Christy, and Blaine, who are going to be sharing with us some of their, I sent them some objections, and they're going to tell us how they work through those, and then even just how they're adapting their best practices. The panel part's just going to be about the first 20 to 30 minutes, and then we're going to do the same thing where we break into small groups, and we're going to mastermind again around that. So if you missed it last time, it was super fun, and we got really good feedback. So make sure you come back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Thursday, we have another tech training. What? 2 in a week? Lucky. Tell us about it.
We're going over your websites again. So if you have any questions about websites or how to maximize them so they look super cool, come in and we'll help you there.
I should click that because Bradley told me my website was lame, you guys.
And Lauren said there's a really cool landing page.
There actually is a really cool new way to do landing pages. So come learn how to do those, and then we can obviously set up a one-on-one because they're a little bit more customized.
Okay. Awesome. And then on Thursday, we've got our More Club. It's by invite only. So if you hit a qualification level of volume, you're invited to the More Club. This month, we are going to do a book exchange. So bring a book that has made an impact on your life or your business. And we're just going to trade books around and talk about why we loved them. So I just remembered I need to actually buy a book for that, because the one that I was going to give away, I have my notes in and I don't want to give that one away. And then Thursday, we have Ignite again. We've got follow-up with leads with Renee Balster and strengthen relationships with Ken Favorite. If you have not yet signed up for Bites and Insights, please give this little QR code a scanny. Just keep your phones out. There's a few things you're gonna scan in the next little bit. So scan for this if you haven't signed up, so I know how much food you bring. And then our 75 hard participant winner, we've got to be getting close to the end on 75 hard.
Yep. Next, or this week, it's the last week.
Last week, Jen Simpson, I guess she might be the one that's doing it the full time. Congratulations.
Hey, Rusty,
Yeah.
on that calendar, we left off with like your Ken on the Friday. I'm talking about mobile home contract, so if you aren't sure about the mobile home documents, Friday at 9:30.
Friday, 9:30, compliance with
I'm learning those.
what?
I'm learning those mobile.
Sure, that's a good thing.
No, you're good.
Christy, do you want to talk about this?
Yes. Yes,
Come
all
on.
right.
Come
Oh, come on up.
Well, okay, remember you have your little scanners out. That's just called your camera. We're gonna scan all the things now. Great.
We have our kickoff event on Monday at Ellison Park. We would love your guys' support coming to a kickoff event. What I'm really needing help with right now, you guys, I've had lots of you reach out, how can I help? Raffle items. If anyone is willing to donate a raffle item, it could be $10, it could be whatever amount. We need raffle items. That'd be very helpful.
You guys all know you won something somewhere along the way and it's sitting in your home office and you're thinking to yourself, I was gonna give this away as a gift. This is the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Perfect time.
We don't touch.
Mine is one kind of.
We can touch it. We're good. Raffle items would be appreciated. So how this is gonna work, you guys, we have 2 QR codes. The first one is to sign up. That will just help us know what t-shirt size you need. After that, the pink QR code is for donations. That's going to be where you're going to pay your registration fee to participate. So it's $35 to participate. We are walking the whole month of October for our walkathon to raise funds. If you are participating to be in the walkathon, you will, once you've signed up, you will have a link that you're gonna send your people to, pledge and, you know, for you guys to raise money with pledges. And it will all go to this donation link. That makes sense?
I have one question that my daughter asked me and I didn't know the answer and it's probably in your link.
Yeah.
But she said, so if she signs up and then like somebody sponsors her for like $1 a mile or whatever,
Yep.
how's she supposed to track it? And
Yes.
what if she's like, well, what if I only do 30 miles? Would it just be $30? And I
Yep.
said, I think so.
Yep, correct. So how that's gonna work, and the reason why it's a little bit muddy right now is because we've got to build in everyone's name, everyone that's signed up to participate. We're building the back end of the platform through Anython. So once we do our kickoff event, everyone's names are gonna appear in there. So you will see your name and a share button to where you can share to your people. And then any pledges that come in will go under your name as long as you're sharing it from yours. They can donate $1 per mile. They can donate a flat donation. It doesn't matter. So if it will show them how to do
Okay.
which way they want to opt in.
Love that.
Okay.
That's her question.
And then it will have a leaderboard. So everyone that's participating will be able to see who's leading the pledges, like who's raising the most pledges for this. And we're at the very end of it, $500 will be awarded to the participant that raises the most pledges. We've upped our goal to $20,000 in talking to Fabian. And I know I'm able to share this information because he's put it out there, but their family deductible is 15 grand. And Amber's treatment is going to go into next year. So doing the math on that, they're having to pay close to 40 grand. Or excuse me, 30 grand. 30 grand out of pocket between this year and next year. So that's what we're really trying to help with, is help offset that expense to her family, in addition to the things that she needs to, you know, get through this, from wigs and all the things. So anything you guys are able to do is so appreciated. We just really appreciate you guys. So I know, love his family really.
Thank you, Christy, for
Thank you,
putting this
guys.
together.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so sign up for the walk party. $35 entry, that's gonna get you a t-shirt and raffle prizes. And then don't forget that you need to go in and click on the other link to actually pay for your registration. And then they'll be at the kickoff event, they can buy raffle tickets and we're gonna walk our first mile together.
We're gonna walk.
We're just gonna walk some steps together.
Depending on the time we have.
We're just gonna do what we wanna do, whatever feels right for us.
That's
what we're gonna do.
We are gonna walk those where you're walking kids. whether it's 5 minutes or.
Awesome. And I'm gonna get my mom to sponsor me. Boom. Full fee agent next week is the real estate agents are the greatest bargain on planet Earth. This is a must read. Tim, do you have anything you want to say about this? Because we're gonna talk about it in team meeting next week.
You don't read it. 1, 2,
I've listened to part of it.
what's that?
She's halfway.
Yeah, I've listened to part of it.
I think we're gonna cover a cool section too, as last week when we talked about, you guys wanted to discuss more listening skills. And it goes into a great portion of becoming a better listener, so that's gonna be part of what we talk about.
Awesome. I think this QR code takes you to purchase it on Amazon. This is a regional event that you'll probably get a notification from the region as well. It's how to make $1 million using digital marketing and social media. So Marty Miller is the guy, if you guys have ever done one of the 66-day challenges with the tech, that's Marty Miller. So like big brainiac on the tech. But Marty Miller is coming to KW Utah. There's no charge for this. I don't think they're charging us. We'll find out when you scan it, I guess, if they are. But just so you know, this is for reals, limited space. Robin figured out how exact many bodies she could get into her training room. And I think it's like 101. And that's sitting with like your arms touching each other. So this is for sure going to sell out. So if you want to go, make sure you register soon. It's Thursday, October 10th. It's from 1 to 3. And it is at the Cottonwood Heights office on Union Boulevard. Coming up, you guys, we already finished. We're like at the very tail end of Q3, which is crazy. So we're going to do a quarterly market update with Marcus Green. That's that guy right there. October 22nd at 11:30 here at this office. RSVP, as you guys know, this meeting does also fill up. And that will be available per Zoom or in person as we normally do. And then this is just some resources. I still get a lot of questions. And by the way, I'm not saying I get a lot of questions because we mind the questions. I'm happy to answer the questions. And it helps me too. Like Marsha and I had a really good conversation last week. And by she and I like talking it through, I was like, oh, I love that. Will you send me a screenshot of the verbiage that you just used? And so like we all help each other by doing that. But if you need some additional resources, if you scan this right here, you're going to find like the resources for like the open house questions that are common, some frequently asked questions about the NAR settlement. So download that if you need to. If you can't find it, you can also just log into your Connect account and it's all right there as well. Family reunion, who's gonna go? I'm going, you're going. Jessica, are you going? You're thinking about it? Tim's going, Sean's going. You guys, family reunion in Vegas. The 17th through the 21st, it's $8.99. Are we laughing? What's going on? You guys want to go to Vegas? I'll be there. And I can tell you what, I have a good time guarantee. If you don't have a good time, look, Justin's scanning it right now because he's like, I cannot miss that. But it goes up at the end of the month, which is Monday. So it's going to go up Monday. If you don't want to pay for it right now, but you want to do some financing, scan this QR code. Chris will contact you to get on a payment plan. So we'll actually purchase your ticket for you at the discounted price. And then we'll spread it out over the next 4 months for you. So we'll just add it into your October, November, December, January bill. So scan that and then Chris will reach out to you for that. Or if you have you're like, hey, I have something closing on the 3rd that I want to take it out of that check, but I want to get the early bird pricing and save me, it will pay for 1 night hotel room. Then just contact Chris and he can help you with that. KW Cares, so October 15th, we're gonna do, so KW Cares has done this for the last few years where they have like really awesome speakers come in and talk and it's a donation. We're signing up as a market center to do the watch party. So if you wanna come, that's our Tuesday. It's gonna be in place of team meeting. I'll show you in the schedule in just a second. All of these people that are speaking at, they're donating their time so that 100% of the ticket can go to KW Cares. If you don't want to come to the watch party, or if you want the resources to have, so if you pay $30 for the donation, it goes directly to KW Cares, and then also you'll get all the resources. So they'll send you the recordings, all the one-sheeters, everything that they have, they'll send it to you. If you don't want the resources to keep, you can just come to our watch party. We're not going to charge you to come. If you decide you want to make a donation, that would be awesome. Jenny.
What if you have, I have KW Cares that automatically
Oh, you do? Thank you for doing that, by the way. Transactional giving. If you guys don't know what that is, you can set that up so that every check just automatically pulls out $5, $10, $100, whatever you want it to be. I think you still have to sign up using this. So maybe like pause it on your next one and do it this way instead, if you want to get the resources. Okay, because I don't think that because they talked about that on a region call that somebody else just had made a big donation and they were like, I don't think that anyway, we could probably contact them, but just maybe pause your next one and do it this way instead.
Or more money. We're just gonna-
Yeah, this is just like some additional, honestly, KW Cares donations have gone down over the last year or two, which I mean, makes sense kind of with the economy and everything that's happening. But what's unfortunate about that is the need has gone way up. And so that's why they're doing some of these big pushes, but this is the schedule. Oh, there we go. So this is all in Central Time. So the thing that's going to be a little different is next Tuesday at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. we're going to start in the room. And then this is the lineup. It goes from 10 a.m. Utah time to 1 p.m. And you can come for all of it. You can come for part of it. Lunch will still be served as part of our team meeting around 12:30-ish. But this tells you the lineup. So leads, you've got James Shaw, Consistency, Jordan Davis, Emily Duarte, Carolyn Leslie Peterson, sorry. And then listings are from 11 to noon Utah time. So Ken Kozak, if you guys haven't seen him before, he's awesome. Harrison Beecher, Tommy Cho, Jessica Starr, and Christina Ward. That tells you everything they're going to do. So leads is the first hour, 10 to 11. Listings, 11 to 12. And then leverage, 12 to 1. So we're still going to end at the same time, but we're starting at 10 a.m. So if you want to come watch this, come watch it. Lauren.
It's October 15th, not next week.
I have been saying next week, literally all day. I'm sorry. This is not next week. If you come next week at 10 a.m., we will give you a high five and we're going to give you the best seat in the house, which is right here where Mikkel is. He got best seat in the house, right front and center.
You can come late or early and get that.
And you can but you're not supposed to be at this. I don't know why my brain is fogged in the way that I cannot get it through my thick skull. That this is October 15th, guys. It is not next week. It is in fact October 15th. So I'm just so excited for it. It just really needed to be next week. Next week, we're going to hear Tim talk about the Fulton agent. Right here. Okay. Broker moment. Sean and Ken. Come on down, guys.
I'm so excited.
You want me to skip to the next slide already?
Yeah, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see this. These are some screenshots from some stuff. Okay, so let's see this first one here.
It's right here. We're trying to find it.
Oh, yeah, that's all I was thinking. That's just
This is all of the same.
okay, so is this okay?
No, because
Why?
the seller is offering a 2.5 percent concession here,
Is it okay that they offer the 2.5 concession?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it should not write it.
Can't say that.
not like that. Well, no, it
Not
can't
on
be
the line.
on, it can't be
It's
on.
kind of a
the
good
line
question,
because
right?
it's Part of the MLS right now.
Bingo. It's not bad that they're offering it. It just can't be being offered there. I'm not specifically
Spots that happen.
correct. Now, these are just agents that these are situations that we've encountered, not any one of these specific. Okay.
That on the bottom.
Yeah.
Automated response.
The line.
Now,
They can't do that either. I think they go either.
now let's back up a little bit because Showing Time has a thing that you said flags that says you can't talk about commissions in here.
Yeah.
Does anyone still use Showing?
There's. It's so annoying. It's just like that. As soon as you try to click the login, it pops up and it says. By continuing, because you have to click to continue, by continuing, you agree that you are complying with the NAR settlement effective August 17th of no commission being disclosed and no commission will be discussed through this platform. Like that's what it says on Showing Time. It's a little disclaimer that pops up. I kind of think,
I think it's because Zillow is their parent company and they're trying to just try to stay as far away from any lawsuit. Because you guys know that they did not pay a settlement, but they are a large brokerage. So they're probably got a huge target on their back. That's probably why their legal department said, let's just put that disclaimer on there. Now, let's say, Ken, my properties are on the line. That's the preferred one, in my opinion. Let's say Ken requests to see one of my properties. And then he, because that's where we start communicating is through Aligned. And then he says, oh, by the way, are you guys is your seller willing to pay a BAC? Can I respond with that?
Yes.
Absolutely. In Aligned, I can. Now, where this would be a violation is because it's the autoresponder. Here's your key box code. Oh, and by the way, here's your BAC. Okay.
this is an example of somebody asking me, I sent,
You didn't cross your name out.
I didn't cross my name out because this is mine. This was my listing. I sent everybody that had previously shown my listing and told them that I wanted them to be the first to know, even though I sent it to everybody that showed the property, that we had dropped the price. We had done a significant price drop. And so the response back was, what's the bag for the buyer's agent? And then it
What's
says,
the bag?
it's actually,
What's this?
Is that me explaining it? I don't know.
yeah, I just like, they close their eyes and they get to shuffle through. You know,
That's cool.
so exciting.
That's a good word.
Super cool. So I could have responded via Aligned at whatever they were offering, correct? Because it's not an auto response.
It is not that auto response. Yeah.
Correct.
You have to be asked what? Through the messaging system.
Through their messaging.
Online.
I'm gonna tell you personally, my best practice is I'm not gonna do it. I just feel like it's a slippery slope. I don't even wanna deal with it. Full disclosure, this one I was on my phone and they were messaging me. And I was messaging a couple, and anyway, I got like, and I'm just going along and I was like, oh yeah, offering blah, blah, blah. Right, whatever's in your BAC or in your agency agreement. So I did respond and I sent it. And then as soon as I sent it, I was like, shit. So I called, I messaged Sean and I was like, yeah, is this okay? And then I was just texting some other stuff. I'm all full disclosure. This is what I did. And he was like, yeah, that's fine, because it was in messaging. But again, my best practice personally is gonna be, I'm just not even gonna do it that way. I would just pick up the phone and call them. Or you can contact the agent right through here too. You don't have to even look up their number. You can just click the agent and contact them. And I would either send them a text or call them, just because I don't want it to even be perceived that I'm doing something that I should.
So
If you're
wanna
saying
follow all
only
the
in
rules.
a line, that's separate. When you're saying message and you're saying you'll never do it, that's only through a line or
Right.
going time that you're referring to.
You will
Cannot
text
I'll
contact
text,
through your
whatever
phone.
else, yeah. Text, email, call, any other way.
So as an agent, when you go to show properties, right, you always follow the showing instructions. So I think we just need to be in the habit of always asking the question, is there going to be a BAC involved? You don't have to do it right up front because it may not be the property, may not make a difference, right? So just ask that question.
Could you put,
Super clear, right?
could you put in the, like, the autoresponder to text you for any other?
Additional information,
Well,
absolutely.
you couldn't put
Absolutely.
permission.
Right.
Yeah.
Here's where this person, I don't like because it says 2.5 concession. I don't like that. But can you mark it
I think
that a
that's
property has a concession?
Yeah.
Yes,
Or something.
yes. You can even put that right in your MLS that there's gonna be concessions. Yes. However, I would say seller is willing to pay a concession or concessions, but I would avoid any percentages in that. Now, when you're asked a question, I think Jenny said, only when you're asked. You don't have to say only when you're asked. However, I believe you should say my seller's willing to pay up to.
That's what I would say.
Make sure you throw in the up to.
Remember, this is just like your conversation with your seller is important, right? Is your seller okay with you saying and disclosing that? Because if they are, great, you can. That's gonna help them sell the property, right? Do we all agree that like paying a buyer's agent's gonna get them more exposure? For sure, right? So why would they not want you to offer that? And then here's just my last little plug about BAC. Guys, let's make it about the price of the house. Let's not have the first thing that we counter be our commission. We just had this over the weekend. And they didn't but really the only, they didn't counter price. They countered like by home warranty, which was stupid. They countered my commission first and foremost. Why are we doing this to each other? Are we like literally, what are we doing? Are we playing in a pig pen? No, let's be professionals. counter the price.
So conversations go a long, long way, so have those conversations. We're about a month into this, right?
Yeah.
We're getting questions, but we talked about this just the other day, and we're getting less and less confusing questions, right? People I think are getting it. So do you guys have any, oh, never mind.
The only
There's
thing
one
I
right
can
there.
say about your thing there, it could be your seller saying that's what they want to count.
For sure.
So don't get upset about it. You guys might have to ask that question, then you ask your buyer, can we raise the price?
Absolutely, and that was the conversation that we had is, hey, this is what we can, here's some options that we can do, because we had also asked for kind of a lot in closing costs, honestly. Full disclosure, so I was like, here's some options, we can increase the price, we can decrease the closing cost, you can bring the difference, like, we talked through options.
I'm just saying, I got a lot of farmers that don't like to take it.
Yeah,
They'll say, well, it's
for sure,
knock you down before we knock the buyer down.
yeah,
That's all. So you're gonna
I think-
get that, we're gonna get beat up by the seller just
Yeah.
because it's possible, so don't get upset, just try to figure out how to get your commission back in.
oh, yeah, no, I mean, we were able to negotiate it, but I think that for me, if I've already had the conversation with my seller, and every seller is gonna be different, but if I've already had a conversation with my seller, and the seller's already agreed to pay that, then at that point,
Why is he doing it?
why are they gonna counter that? Cause we did actually come in over asking, not as much as we had asked for, but we did come in over asking to help compensate some other things. So in my opinion, and maybe the seller didn't agree to pay up front, right? Like, I don't know, because I'm on the buy side.
Right.
But I am trying to have a conversation with my seller of like, hey, once we agree to this, this is almost like when we agreed to it before, that was really just, it was already stating what we would offer. So now these are the terms. We can counter any of the terms. But we want, like, the buyer's agent, in my opinion, is not gonna work less hard because their price
No.
went down or up, right? We're still.
Your fiduciary doesn't change depending on what being paid. So
Honestly, I
Honey.
just.
Good, how are you?
We were operating.
I was trying to make a few meetings, but I'm just working and so I didn't get to my.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and in that case, guess
Good
what? I
to meet
did, we were like, hey,
Sure,
they'll
sure.
we're asking for a little less in closing than they wanted initially. I'm gonna take a little less. They're gonna bring the price up. Like, we all work together to make it a win-win, because that's what it's all about. I think that was just another good example of like, let's just work together and have each other's backs.
does anyone else have any questions or situations, scenarios they want to run past us that we can use as an example?
Listings, when they ask if we're offering the AC, I just say yes. Because one of my questions is, and I know you've gotten it before. I wanna make sure I'm explaining it right to my clients. You know, if that buyer's agent only has the agreement signed at 2%. I don't wanna tell them we're paying 3%.
They can't change their agreement. They can't
Right.
raise their agreement up. So just be aware of that.
Yeah, so my question is that, does the buyer also have to show, I know that my title company has been asking for mine, but is there a way to say, hey, this is what they have signed and agreed to?
On your
I
side,
don't
no.
know.
The buyer
For the buyer broker agreement.
It's been asked.
Yeah.
But I feel that it would be right for them to also ask for the other.
Okay,
They
just
they
leave it on my
should.
desk.
That
That's
should
your
be a
food.
practice.
And when you're done.
Yeah, and
Okay,
it's a new
thanks, hon.
practice, but yes.
It'll be another side. Yeah, it's not on top, yeah.
Well, the other side of it.
Whoever represents that side.
It's in the contract.
Well, that's the thing, like, isn't title supposed to obey the contract regardless of what's in your buyer broker agreement? Title should execute the contract they have in hand,
So-
so. No,
That's
So
why
what-
They'll ask me if the buyer's paying the difference. Really? Because they have a copy of.
So, this is gonna be a new practice for the title companies collecting both of it, right? Cause not that long ago, they would say. They would just ask what the commission rates are, and a lot of times you would just share with whatever's in the MLS and that was it. But now they're gonna be doing some verification. And because this is getting tricky. We are gonna have Heather from Amicus come talk about how to read a settlement statement, and understand it.
And make sure that you've
Yeah.
got the right words.
So that's coming soon.
So that could be best practice, right? Depending on the title company, depending on the brokerage. I have seen a lot and heard a lot of people who are saying, there's no way in hell that if I put an offer in on a property and Justin has it listed and Justin says, well, let me see your buyer broker agreement. I don't have to show Justin that. That's not an agreement that has anything to do with Justin or their brokerage, quite frankly.
Right.
And
Make sure everything that.
yeah,
covered.
and I think that that's your job too as the agent, because guess what? If it comes in more than what your agreement says, we can't pay you.
So the big thing is as the buyer's agent, or as the seller's agent, go to your title company. Turn your buyer broker agreement, turn your listing agreement into your title company. This is what I'm supposed to get paid, this is what the Repsy says. Just do, you're as an agent, go and do your stuff. And get your stuff in, turn it in. That will help practice with everybody else. And every other company to start doing the same. All we gotta do is just go to ours. Make sure we're doing it right, yeah. We'll be the leaders.
I did have another question that I heard. Just how people are kind of pre-negotiating by using the brokerage agreement, compensation agreement form as kind of like, this is my base compensation that we're willing to accept. And then they put like, so they put 2.5 in that and then 0.5% on in the Repsy. So like in my head, like honestly, that still confuses me because it sounds like the Repsy is only agreeing to.
It says in addition.
In addition to, yeah, so
Gotcha. So
they're in that exact scenario, most likely their buyer's agency says 3. So if they're offering on their compensation agreement at 2.5, they're making up for what their agreement says, their buyer's agency agreement, by the other half to raise that up.
Well, and I understand that. I'm just saying, yeah, why would you separate it?
Because the seller may only be agreeing to 2. So if I have a seller that says, I'll pay up to 2.5, and I send you a compensation agreement because you say, I want to see in advance what you're willing to pay. And I send that to you, now that's legally binding that we're gonna pay 2.5. But if your buyer directs you and says, I don't want to pay the other half, let's add it into the contract and see what that looks like and try to negotiate this other 0.5%, then it's gonna cover their total agreement. The other thing is, this could be a tool where, like, let's say you have a 7% agreement, because I'm trying not to be averages here. So let's say you're like the world's greatest buyer's agent and you have a 7% agreement, but you only want your buyer is saying, I only want the seller to pay 2% of it and I'm gonna pay the other 5%. You're only putting 2% here. That doesn't change the fact it's 7. This is in addition to any other agreement. This is another agreement.
No,
I'm gonna try to explain it this way, and I'm hoping it makes more sense. So when I meet with my seller, let's say Mikkel's my seller, the seller says they're gonna pay a 6%, right? And a 6% total. And on my agreement, my listing agreement, it says that I'm going to share 3 of that with another brokerage, okay? Another broker that through their agents bring us an offer that we accept, okay? That's locking me in as the brokerage to pay for him as a seller to pay that out. So now I can withhold that 6%. Okay, now, is that clear?
Yes.
That's between brokerages is the compensation agreement. Does that make sense? Now, okay, so now the Repsy is between who? Buyer and sellers.
Okay.
You almost have to separate the 2.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Even though it all comes from the buyer, it's actually all comes from the title company from. Right?
But I just like, in my head, the way we were kind of seeing it is, it was kind of like a negotiation tool. Like, here's the base of what we will accept is what we do want to move forward with, like our full stuff, like we'll cancel. Yeah, it was submitted together at the same time. It wasn't submitted separately. So it almost seemed like that 0.5% is what they were willing to negotiate on, because that was what was in the Repsy.
Here's one reason I wouldn't do the compensation agreement at the exact same time you send the Repsy. It's the same thing as if you were gonna do it for sell by owner agreement at the same time I send them the contract. They can accept the contract and not accept the for sell by owner agreement. They can accept the Repsy at 0.5% and not accept the compensation agreement.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about it that way. Like, cause then they're literally only obligated to that.
So I'm under contract on one, and here's how I handled it. I called the agent. I said, I like the property, I like the numbers, obviously I haven't seen it yet. I'm really interested in buying it. Is your seller offering a BAC? And they say, yes. And then the next question is, do you want to handle that through the compensation agreement, or should we just handle it in the Repsy? I'd rather just handle it one place, not both, to make it clean. And he says, thank you. You're the first agent who's asked me that. And I says, okay, perfect. So what we decided collectively is we put it right in the offer. We're not doing a compensation agreement. It's right in the Repsy.
That's
Compensation.
It's just nice.
Oh, yeah.
But the key to that was I had an actual conversation. So that's where we gotta pick up the phone, even if we don't have their number saved, right? Super helpful.
Questions asked, answered. So Christy, you had a question, and then Jenny, did you get your question answered? Okay.
And mine was just more of a comment. I think initially the compensation was formed because we didn't have the reps ready yet, right? So now that, and you can still use both in how you're describing it, but I think more and more the practice, at least I've been seeing is more people being in the reps because
The trend is going that direction.
I think it's
It cuts out 1/4.
Yeah.
So that's the trend. That's where people are headed. You're absolutely right.
Jenny, did you have something else?
No, that answered my question. I just wanted to make sure I understood properly. Just if it's all in there.
Hey, Justin. Garth wants his shirt back.
Oh, no, special work. Don't be jealous.
Sad because he doesn't have.
I'd like to borrow, but it wouldn't fit, so.
Okay, would like to reach. Who wants to say what I always say? So if you saying it today. Anyone else? What?
Do your damn job right.
Do your damn job. That's what Kaylee said. Just make sure you're making all your calls in a TCPA friendly and compliant way. What does that mean? Does that mean if I just kind of still want to call them, I just do it anyway and I'll just
You
hang
still
up?
wanna call them, go to their house, knock on the door.
There you go. Wait, Mikkel, no, Dad. He just said use a payphone. Give him Sean's name. Pretend like you're Sean Jenkins. Just keep in mind that a TCPA violation is $500 to $1,500 per violation when they're brought as class action lawsuits. That is a Disneyland trip. And so like, imagine if you were just working and you're just calling like 100 people and all of a sudden you got $1,500 per person. It's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of commissions we're working for. Oh, they're right. I was like, where are these? The production award. We'll keep it a secret. So, this person, am I doing this one? And then Jessica, you're doing the other one? Is that right? Or do you want to come do this one too? You sure? You're good. Okay. So this person started, and remember the production award, each month we give away a Gary Keller production award. It can just be for an exceptional month. It can be someone who increased their business. It can be, there's all different kinds of things. So Christy started in, well, Christy Bale. I'm gonna tell you guys about her though, because here's a little secret. If you don't know, we've got some like real estate rock stars in our brokerage that are so humble that you probably would never even know a lot of this stuff. So she started in our industry as a receptionist in the early 1990s. She soon got her real estate license. In the following years, she has been the president for both the National Association of Realtors and the Utah Association of Realtors. She's currently serving as the board of director for the MLS. She's earned her GRI, E-Pro designations to make her a true professional in our industry. She's also, this is not on here, but she's served on a lot of NAR committees too. So she's consistently serving in our industry and just has such a passion for raising the professional level of professionalism in this industry. And she's one of the first people that I encountered in my career early on, and just knew that I wanted to be like Christy Bale in the way that she handles herself. She handles herself with grace and professionalism. And she is a true give back to the community for sure. So in the last 12 months, her business has grown despite tougher market conditions, and her sales volume is up 57% overall. Her closed units have almost doubled compared to the last 12 months. So congratulations to Christy for being our Gary Keller production winner for September. We're happy to be in business. Jenny would like to give a speech on Christy's behalf.
I freaking love her. So I have two people that I call every time the one with Sean do question or one Chris do question. But she is such a great sounding board for everything. She's so knowledgeable, encouraging, and I'm grateful for her. And she's actually the reason I came over to Keller Williams. So kudos to her. I haven't wanted to leave. To all of you guys. Recommendation from Christy. I was interviewing brokerages and I interviewed like 4. And she goes, well, why haven't you interviewed Keller Williams? And I said, well, I don't know anybody at Keller Williams. She goes, well, that's where I am now, Jenny. And I'm like, oh. So I came in and it's a no-brainer. Of course I wanted to be here.
Jenny has a bracelet actually that says WWCB. What would
Yeah.
Christy do?
Yeah.
Anytime she has a question, she's like, oh, Christy.
That's very fun.
And you know what? The world would actually be a better place if more people asked themselves that exact question.
Yeah.
Love it. Congratulations, Christy. Okay, I'm not gonna mess this one up. I'm not going to because I'm gonna let Jessica mess it up if it's gonna get messed up. It is hard to get looks because you're like reading the name and you have to like replace it. Anytime.
I feel like.
Yeah,
You could not fit my foot into that tiny little shoe. So cute. Okay, this person has been dedicated and a licensed realtor since 2005, bringing a wealth of experience and passion to the industry. Over the years, this person has taken our various leadership roles, including serving as a KW team leader and a member of the ALC. They are also part of our office ownership group. Their commitment to excellence and community is exemplified by their exemplified by this person as she is a past recipient of the Utah Regional Cultural Icon Award, as well as being honored nationally. This person embodies the spirit of Keller Williams, living and breathing our cultural values every day. Their entrepreneurial spirit shines through their ownership and operation of several businesses. And their latest venture, a dream they have been nurturing for years, is coming to fruition. Can I say it now who it is?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so it's a her, and this is gonna be the big reveal. You can guess. Her and her loving husband, Luke, run the Ballister Action Team. Together, they have 7 children, 11 grandchildren, and a whole pack of animals. Lene is currently building out her dream to own a chocolate shop. And we'll be opening Lene Marie Chocolates this year. So now you all know where to get your Christmas presents for all your clients. That's so. Yeah, sure. Lene Marie Chocolates. We should go there. We should do definitely team meeting. Yes. And then definitely like but you guys, Christmas for your clients, like, wouldn't that be cool? You could like put your own sticker on it, KW Success. Lene, we are truly honored to work alongside such an amazing and kind-spirited individual. Your dedication to supporting and sharing the Keller Williams culture is invaluable, and we are grateful for everything you do. Thank you for being such an inspiration to our office. So we'll give it I love it. She just making some chocolate today.
They're down there right now on 25th Street.
Yeah. 2-bit 3 was.
We're not open.
Oh.
Friday.
It's not just stop on the corner.
No, it's right by Red Light, Lighthouse.
Oh,
The old
2-bit.
The old 2-bit. It's not a grand opening, it's just a
we should have a grand opening for us.
opening. Yes, we will.
Do we have a Keller Williams?
We did,
We need like.
we only had product, not much product, we just got done finishing. Tuesday night, I spent till 2 in the morning putting the drop ceiling in because our inspection was on Wednesday. We got a visit by Friday. So we opened the door a little bit, so keep it spicy, so. I call it cooking, I don't know, it's melting and.
For the chocolates, we do KW.
They're excited, my daughter's excited, my granddaughter's working there, so they're
Chocolates before the walk party.
I like it. Okay, one thing I want to say really quick, has anybody noticed how cool the elevated weekly snapshot email that comes out is?
Yes.
You guys, it's so good. Bradley, thanks to you on that. And if you're not seeing those, then you're probably going to spam. So check DFI at unitedagentservices.biz. that means that you may, or maybe even unsubscribed at one point, and shame on you if you did, and it's not too late to say you're sorry and resubscribe. Bradley will let you.
I have a question.
But in 1 second, in that email, in the weekly recap, there is a little thing to nominate somebody that you've seen culture in action. So we obviously have our little peepers open all the time. A lot of these come from suggestions with Jessica keeping her eyes open as the culture chair, and then just from agents within the office telling us things about you, but you know great things about each other. So in that email, every single week, you have the chance to click to nominate somebody doing something awesome.
What if we want to change the email account it's going to, email address it's going to?
Tell Chris Bradford, because we just need to change whatever roster you're on.
Okay.
Or maybe Bradley.
Tell me.
Tell Bradley.
Okay.
Tell Bradley Green. He'll take care of it. Okay. Oh, we never even clicked on Renee's face. There she is. She's yay. Okay, August awards. Who's excited? I don't even see anybody getting this excited. So can we? Thank you. I love it. Okay, so our tappers, we had Nick, Shauna, Bear, Chris, and John all. You guys get up here. Get up here.
One of those hats. Yeah.
Get up here. Get up here. Oh.
Been here.
Hi. There you go. There you go. Do you guys want, okay, listen, I'm gonna remind you to celebrate yourselves, so take some pictures and post them on your social media. Okay, and we're excited for everyone else that tapped too, but just not as excited because they're not here in this room. So they're not quite as cool as we think that these people here are. Our first transactions at KW, Brianna Bradshaw and Javier, I was like, that's Francisco, but in my mind, I was starting to compute a different name. Both closed their first transactions at KW. Great job. And our top listing individuals, Marcia Merrill and Jackie Freeman. Gosh, with all those listings on the board, they might get a run for their money next month, huh? That's a lot of listings. We have our top closed units for individuals. We've got Diane, Jackie, Jamie, Mark, Jenny, Claudia, and Chris Brower. Come on. Going if you're live in person. Top listings taken for a team. The Burdeners took the top listings for the month of August. Guys, in my head, already closed down September. I'm over it. Top closed units for a team was Bagby Real Estate. Congratulations. Top group with listings taken was the Launch Coaching Group. You want to come get your award? Well, because everybody take a picture holding one piece of it. And congratulations. $1 Million Months. Diane, Shauna, Jackie, Kevin, Jamie, Mark, Claudia, and Chris all have $1 Million Months. Shauna, Claudia.
Oh, I should be on that list.
Oh, you should for August?
That gets signed up.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, there's more.
You'll be there.
Okay, we're gonna find out what happened, Jenny. But come up anyway.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna hit it this next month.
You'll be
Shy, but 100.
MVP.
Wrong one. Okay, fine.
You're shy by 5 cents?
No, but.
Oh. $1 Million Month for teams. We have the Cash Home Realty team, Bear Phelps team, Christina Eck team, Brett and Julie Real Estate, and Skyline, all with $1 million. Okay, I feel like I have more certificates up here, guys. Probably Jenny's up here. Hey, that was everything for August. We're gonna check on you, Jenny. By the way, if you ever think that there's something that we missed, please come and talk to us. Don't feel bad and think that like we intentionally did it. I promise we didn't, but the weird thing is that we're all doing stuff here. So we might have screwed something up, or sometimes depending on when it closed, it goes off of when it's paid. So sometimes if it rolls into the next month, that's just what that is. So just know that, but always ask us. We'd rather have you ask us than not.
I was just gonna say, I realized my third reason was I have the new trophy for the trailer park meeting. And it was $1,000 closing, so that, I'm sure that's.
It feels like it should have been $1 million month all by itself.
Yeah, yeah, so I get to, who has the trailer park trophy award right now?
Oh, wait, I think it's a Wade's house still. He's giving that up. You're gonna have to break into his house at night and go get it.
Let's go around the outside.
Congratulations, everybody in August. I think that August send a few of us a little bit sideways for a minute. And I think sometimes when there's a lot of changes happening or some uncertainty, instead of getting into action, we play like freeze game or just like frozen in time. And I think that the good news is we're starting to thaw out. And if you haven't started to thaw out yet, then call me and let's sit down with somebody in the leadership group. Like, let's sit down and get your mojo back, get your momentum back going, because sometimes it just needs an outsider looking and saying, I get it. I see you. We all froze for a second, and let's like just get back to doing what we do, which is serving our clients great, right? So I would love to see that coming up. I'm going to skip this for just a minute, but we're going to send this out in the recap. Just for time's sake, I want to give our sponsor time and give everybody time to get out of here, that we're actually on time for once, instead of like, I swear the last few meetings have been like 20 minutes late. But this is just Bill Jones. If you missed Mega Camp, this is him talking about how by you being really targeted in your value proposition, and we can maybe play it while you guys are eating pizza. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll come back and play it. But by being really targeted in your value proposition, instead of trying to appeal to everybody, be really specific about the problems that you're solving and for who. And that will make you a hotter commodity in this industry than being available, like you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. So that's what he talks about here. So I will play this back in just 1 second. I'm going to skip it right now. But our sponsor today is Fidelity National Home Warranty. Hi, come on in. He gave me some awards to get everybody like super pumped up for you first.
Oh my God.
So I think we'll probably do like a, yeah.
You know what? I can do this. Take one down and pass them around. If you wouldn't mind, everybody take them over this side. Yeah. There we go. So everybody, first and foremost, thank you so much for having me. My name is Amy Wright. I'm actually better known as the Home Warranty Warrior with Fidelity National Home Warranty. Okay, so guys, this is important. Who here is tired of spending $1,000 or asking for $1,000 home warranty? Nobody? You guys all have $1,000 to spend out of your own pockets? No. Very good. No, no, you don't. Okay, so Fidelity National Home Warranty has actually been in business for 40 years. You've all heard of Fidelity, right? Fidelity on title. Fidelity is generally who handles most 401ks, investment accounts. We're all part of that same family. Okay, so when it comes to looking at the future, the most important thing for the future is going to be those who have the money to stay in business. It's important, especially when that money helps your money to continue on. When I say that, what I mean is, how many of you guys have had a commissionectomy? Right? Okay. Commissionectomies are when you get to go buy that new dishwasher because it just went out. We didn't have a warranty. Okay. So we're here to stop that from happening. Guys, very last page of this plan brochure shows your pricing. The one that I would highly recommend is the enhanced plan protection is $550. It does cover all of what you would expect it to cover. Okay, if a furnace needs to be replaced, we will replace that furnace. If your air conditioning goes out,
There is not a per pound limit, like a lot of the other home warranty
This is
companies.
important right now, guys. I just had a really annoying situation.
Yep, it gets to be pretty annoying. Guys, it takes anywhere between 10 to 15 pounds to refill the Freon, the new Freon, and the air conditioner. Okay, when you have a per pound limit of say $20, which seems to be an average here in Utah for some reason, that per pound limit doesn't even cover the $20, right? Doesn't even cover a full pound. Okay, it's $150 to $250 per pound. Okay, so for $550, the air conditioner alone is worth that, right? Okay, there are some special things that Fidelity actually offers that nobody else does. We do offer the smart home. If that home is a smart home, guys, it's a $100 add-on. It's now here at $650. Okay, smart thermostats, the ring alarms, smart ceiling fans, smart appliances, they're covered. Another one of our great and amazing coverages is actually the home improvement option. So let's say you're walking through, okay, all of a sudden your buyer says, oh, I hate those faucets. I'm going to change them. Well, for a $100 add-on, let's take it to $750. Okay, for a $100 add-on, now if they get an estimate that costs more than the installation of our $75 trade call fee, $75, guys, on average, 75. Okay, they cost more than that installation, we're going to cover it. No,
They would buy the faucets and then it's covered, installation covered.
yes, ma'am. Yep. I don't know many handymen or plumbers who are doing that for less than $100 a year. Nobody, right? Nobody. Nobody. Okay, so why can Fidelity do this? Well, like I said, we've been in business for 40 years. We have been in Utah for a number of years. Yes, we do have contractors here. They simply did not have a local representative. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history on myself. I've been in the real estate industry now for 29 years. Started out when I was 18. Don't tell anybody. And don't blame me for my wrinkles, guys. You gotta love the strap, right? Okay, so 29 years. I started out when I was 18 years old. I have now moved a total of 54 times in my life. High level military. Okay. So what that does though is it gives me a very unique perspective. Not only do I understand where you're coming from and how important your business actually is to you, right? We all know that if you don't have the right support behind you, or you don't have to call an owner of a company to get something done, you get to call the account executive because that's how it works. Okay, that's first perspective. Next perspective is when your clients, and they will call you frantic. I had a pipe burst. I don't know why it's always going to be a water softener in Utah. I do know why it's the hard water we have here, though, right? First thing that's going to go out, water softener and dishwasher. They're frantic. They don't know what to do. They're going to call you. Well, if that person doesn't understand their frantic nature, why they're upset, why they do need to have a guiding hand to help them through it. I do have it because of my 54 moves. You want to know something that's gone wrong? I'll tell you. It's happened to me. Okay, it's a guarantee. So I understand that. I understand your business. More importantly, I understand the gray areas of home warranty. Guess what? We don't do gray. It is black and white. We are one of the only home warranty companies that are still putting the entire terms and conditions in the plan brochure. We don't hide it. It's right here. Everything is black and white. Okay, so that's my first question when we're using other home warranty plans. All right, what are they hiding? What's not in there? Are they going to actually replace the entire furnace if it goes down? I'll tell you right now, there are maybe 3 in the state that will. That's included. Okay, so if you're used to working with a specific home warranty company, you're thinking about possibly making a change, or you have these wonderful relationships. Guys, it's the relationship with your client that keeps you in the money. Okay, so we're going to do what we can to keep you in the money. So if you guys give a gift for the home warranty, right? Stop giving it that way, $1,000. Stop that commissionectomy. $550. My condos, by the way, for my standard, starts at $265. It's a big difference. Okay, Utah pricing, not California pricing. All right, guys. So if you would like to place an order, you could always just email it to me. I don't care. You don't have to go online to a whole nother website, register it, figure out how to use that website. Guys, email it to me, text it to me. Whatever's the easiest for you. If you're a control freak like I am, go to homewarranty.com. Whoa. How hard is that one to remember? Oh, and your homewarranty.com. That's where you go. If you want to download the plan brochure, it's right there for you. Okay, it takes literally less than 2 minutes to put in an order if you'd like to do it yourself. Or again, send it to me. So I've got a couple of you with your phones out. I'm going to give you my number right now. Okay, 801. This is because I guarantee you're going to have questions.
And also remember, we'll send this out. We always send out your information. Read it out too, but yeah, add it into your phone.
Add it in. It's my mobile number, guys. Give it to your clients. You're not the home warranty specialist. I will talk to them about what proper home warranty they should have on their property. Okay, so it's 801-652-3110. Put it in under home warranty warrior, Amy, because I like to be first in everybody's phones or less. Okay, now that being said, guys, there's a couple of other special, pretty neat options, and there's another option that's gonna be coming out next year that you're gonna be super ecstatic about. So I live on a ranch.
Oh, nice.
All the way, it's a long drive though, all the way out, literally the Nevada-Utah border. Okay, that is my legitimate border fence, my ranch. All right, so when you live on a ranch, you tend to learn about some new things like wells, right, septic systems, things like that. We absolutely do cover them. Okay, they are in there. It is an add-on. Not every home has that. So just know that is important to know. So here's the next one that's coming out next year, guys. Don't blame me, it's not in this just yet. A little bit of fighting for you. We will now have emergency lodging. Okay, so the air conditioner goes out, it's 102 degrees outside. It's gonna take a week for that air conditioner to get fixed. It's high season. No problem. We're going to house you under our emergency lodging, which will be $100 a month. Okay, same thing with the furnace. Same thing with the pipe leak. That pipe leak came out, busted everything out. Oh no, what are we gonna do? I can't even walk around my house. It's okay. Emergency lodging. Okay. So when it comes to big boys and big boy players in town, I'm always gonna be one of the old boys, guys. 29 years in the business. These are definitely Fidelity National Home Warranty is one of the biggest boys in the business. We are nationwide as well. Okay. Questions? Man, you guys are just.
Do you do listing coverage?
Absolutely, and it is complimentary.
You cover the refrigerator and lifting,
We do.
but it's not covered in your buyer, but you have to add an add-on,
No.
right?
So the enhanced plant protection, which is that 550 all the way over there, all of your major appliances are covered. It is not an add-on. It may look like that. It's a little odd how they have it written in the plan. It is in it. Yeah, don't worry about adding it on.
Can you add it to an existing property or does it have to be with a purchase?
Nope, you can add it at any time. And as a matter of fact, if it's your home, I'll give you first year pricing as an agent with no 30-day wait. If you want to renew it the following year, depending upon how many claims you have, right? It's kind of like car insurance. The more you use it, the higher the rate goes. But if you don't have a lot of big claims, that's okay. Email me. Let's give you another first year renewal rate. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, so like I said, it's $75 for a trade call fee. It's like a deductible. I think everybody else is 100, 125. There are some that are charging what, 160 if it's on the weekend or after hours. When does everything go wrong?
Saturday night.
Saturday night. All right, now that being said, guys, with my 29 years experience in the industry itself, guess who answers their phone? Weekends, holidays, after hours. I'm your girl. I know that's where your money comes from. Okay, I'm gonna keep making you some money. All right, we love referrals. So keeps us in business. Okay, any other questions? Guest homes, casitas, outdoor kitchens, they're all. On the cover of that plan brochure that you guys all received, you've got my cute little sticker, got my number on it. I can tell you all are getting a little hangry. That pizza smell is killing it, isn't it? All right, everybody. If we don't have any other questions, thank you guys so much for having me come on in and speak with you. And if you want some little trinkets, keychains, magnets, whatever it is that you want to help your buyer, gift certificates, because you bought that home warranty, I have them for you. Happy to give them to you. Okay, team, thanks so much. I appreciate your time.
Hey, everybody, grab food. I'm gonna start this video. If you wanna watch it, great. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you can just close your ears if you don't wanna hear it. And then also, don't forget to sign up for the walk party. That's a big one. Don't forget to sign up. It's Monday. We're gonna have you guys are gonna have so much FOMO if you don't come. You're gonna be crying at home thinking, why am I not here? So make sure you guys sign up for that. And then, I'll get this started. Thanks, everybody.
Oh.
You. Sound bite.
Yeah. But everyone did. No. It is literally right next to my daughter's school. I either work in my car or I go. Oh, yeah. But yeah. April Fool. Oh, Haley, do you want to? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Did you know, did you see the post? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I'll put it in my calendar because I ordered it. Yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
I don't get that very well, not any of you.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, what we this?
We don't need a ballot.
Not for them. Not for them, to go to 17. This is not something to get ready for in the future, it's something to get ready for rights. And we change it to me, why are you supposed to be like this man? But you're in the business of how we can navigate change. Change is a good thing, you want to change, but you don't change every single day, change yourself.
I don't know.
There is an individual great opportunity that they have, that are very good at this state. If you understand how people are going to help with the one thing. But anything like a framework that gives them the ability to show up to all nine of those people, all nine of those problems. The ability to think whether you're in elevator, producing the video, writing the script, writing the if you're doing certain content, you need context. So you need context. The easiest context concept is whether you know how most people, you know how many people. The understanding of the problem, which means that they feel panicked, they have so many things to do at the same time. They're overwhelmed by all the decisions and actions that they have. And those selling their house things they have, selling the house is not the biggest thing that's happening. It's right. Which means that and they can minimize the disruption of people they care about in the whole way that. Primary home is you're looking to get to the your consumers right now. I don't care where it is, but who knows it is a billion. That's the know. Get to the people you're looking to help earlier and you're looking. We're having all these conversations with them about. Here's the mistake. You're only or appreciate it. And appreciate it. The mistake in this industry is that you think, hey, come on, we haven't finished with it. Trying to justify. If you are justifying, you are adjusting your own. As you justify. What am I people gonna say, if they want to experiment, with what you're gonna put that person to pay? Or they're gonna sell themselves, on what they need, what do you want to do? Yeah. What do you understand about your option? What do you understand about the process? and how it's worked out? What do you understand about the money, like, what you would live every day? What is your experience? What do you understand? Then, when you understand somebody's problem, okay, yeah. How important is it to you? 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 What do you experience? What do you understand? The thing is, that well, the money is with them, you do a better job than people. How do you do that? Never forget the worst time to think about things you say. First, get ready. You understand that curiosity is fueling any conversation. So you actually keep expressing. People who think like their reasons not yours. Let's be able to say because of the fact that you said for those reasons that recommend your money. And then the final thing to never ever forget is the person who's answering the question is the one that controls the way. The question I have for you in closing is, as a result of being here at this event, do you feel more ready, perhaps even ready to dominate the market, in the change that the local. Thank you for putting up with me. It's been a pleasure. I love serving as a team here at KW. Good to think of the best events to be able to go through. Wish you all the success with all of your events. Thank you.